Before I start the video, I'm going to talk about this page, the mid-chapter checkpoint, which I asked you to do it by yourselves. And thank you very much for those who sent me a picture or a video doing it by themselves. I'm really happy and I'm really proud. But I noticed that there is some of you who made this simple mistake. And if you did this mistake, I will understand because we didn't take an example for it. But if you think about it, we have this song. The teacher helped us and gave us a song to memorize. And adding, or adding, how many more? Subtraction. How many fewer? Subtraction. And we have 4 keywords here. And, or, how many more? How many fewer? So we didn't use the word or before. But here you can see it in question number 4. They say 5 children ride in a car or ride a bike. So the key word here is or. Or. Adding. So here you have to add the car with the bike. The car, 4 children. The bike, 1. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So yes, 5 children ride in a car or ride in a bike. Okay, so be careful next time because in this question, or means adding. Hello again, grade 1. Today we are starting a new chapter, chapter number 11, and it's talking about geometry. Geometry is a part of math that talks about shapes. And today's lesson is 11.1, 3-dimensional shapes, or 3D shapes. 3D is an abbreviation for the words 3-dimensional. 3D. So what are 3D shapes? If you haven't watched the video that I uploaded on Classera, please go first and watch it. Watch the song, watch the video, and then come on watch this video. In this video we're going to explain 5 3-dimensional shapes. Cube, rectangular prism, cylinder, sphere, and cone. There are so many more, but we are only taking these 5. In order to understand each shape, we're going to observe a picture, and we're going to determine 3 things. The faces, or the surfaces, the heads, or the vertices, and the edges. Okay? The meaning of faces is the flat surfaces. And there are 2 types of surfaces. One that is flat and another one that is curved. For the cube shape, we have 6 faces. All of them look like squares and all of them are flat. So a cube has only flat surfaces. 6 square shape faces. And it has 8 heads or 8 vertices. The vertices are the corners and I'm going to show you what I mean. And it has 12 edges. Moving to this picture, we're going to see where is each part. This is the face. The face is the square shape. Each side is a face. This is a face that looks like a square. This is another face, it's also square. Also here a face that's square, square, and square. How many faces does the cube have? It has 6 faces. The point here, the corner or the head, or it has a third name, we call it a vertex. If it's a plural, we're gonna call them vertices. So what is a vertex? The vertex is the point, the head, that all the faces are meeting in this point. Now where is the edge? The edge is the straight line where 2 faces are meeting. This is an edge. This is also an edge. This is also an edge. Another edge, another edge, another edge, another edge. And we have edges in the back. Because this is a 3D shape, that means that it has a size. That means it looks like a box which you can put things inside it. It has a size. In a cube, it only has flat surfaces. Flat surfaces. Like a paper, flat. It doesn't have a curve. But when you bend the paper, it's gonna be curved. So the cube does not have any curved surfaces. It only has flat surfaces. We call them 6 square faces. Now the rectangular prism, it's very similar to the cube, but it doesn't have only square shape faces. It has rectangle or square shape. So it has also 6 flat surfaces, but some of them look like a rectangle. It also has 8 vertices and 12 edges because it's very much similar. Look here, it's very much similar to the cube. It's only taller because the face is a rectangle, not a square. So the cube is also a rectangular prism, but all the faces are square. Now the cylinder, this shape we call it a cylinder. It's like the Pringles box. Do you know Pringles? Or like your water bottle. Your water bottle. It's a cylinder. The cylinder has 2 circular faces. That means faces that looks like a circle. A circle-shaped faces. So only 2 of the faces of the cylinder are flat surfaces. And it has 1 curved surface. Around it, it has a curved surface. So how many flat surfaces a cylinder has? 2 only. How many vertices the cylinder has? It has none. Because the vertices are the points that all the faces are meeting in. And here we don't have a point. So we don't have any vertices. But we have 2 curved edges. 2 curved edges. When we observe here, this is the curved edge. Here is the curved surface. And here is a circle, and here is a circle, 2 flat surfaces. Now for the cone has only 1 face because the face is a flat surface. It has only 1 face that looks like a circle. And it also has a curved surface. The curved surface is a round. It also has 1 vertex, which is the head, and it has a curved edge. The curved edge is here. So it has a circle, a flat surface. It has a curved surface around. It has 1 vertex, and it has a curved edge. This is a cone. For the sphere, we have 1 curved surface and no flat surfaces at all. 0 flat surfaces. Because it's perfectly round. So it only have 1 curved surface. And it doesn't have any vertices. 0 vertices, no corners, no heads. And no edges at all. 0 edges also. Now, to observe here, it's perfectly round. It doesn't have any edges, any vertices. It only has a curved surface. Okay? This is the way you draw a picture of the sphere, which looks like a ball, not like a circle. Now open with me to page number 633. In this picture, they want us to sort the 3-dimensional shapes into 2 groups. We need 2 groups. So I can put all the blue shapes together and all the red shapes together, and we can say that this is the blue group and this is the red group. We also can put the small shapes together and the big shapes together, and we can call this is the small group, this is the big group, according to the size. But how about the shape? According to the shape. It's the most important because today we are learning about the shapes. So we can put all the cubes together. And you can put all the spheres together. Not circles, spheres. Now, all these shapes, we're gonna take it today, the three-dimensional shapes. The first one here, sphere, sphere, cone, cone, like the ice cream cone, you know it. Cylinder, cylinder, and it has a Y here, be careful when you are writing it. Rectangular prism, because it has a flat surface that looks like a rectangle, so we call it a rectangular prism. The last one is the cube. Open with me to this question. Use three-dimensional shapes to sort the shapes into three groups. We want three groups. The first group only has flat surfaces. The second group only has curved surfaces. And the last group has both flat and curved surfaces. Going back to the shapes. Which of our shapes has only flat surfaces? That means doesn't have any curved. The rectangular prism, it doesn't have any curved surfaces. The cube, it's only flat surfaces, no curved surfaces. So here we're gonna put the rectangular prism and the cube. You can draw the shapes. Which shapes have only curved surfaces, no flat surfaces at all? It's round, totally round. It's only the sphere. The sphere is totally round, it has only curved surfaces. How about shapes which has both curved and flat surfaces? Like the cone and the cylinder. It has a circle on the bottom and a curved surface here. The cylinder has two circles and a curved surface. So it has both flat and curved surfaces. So here we're gonna put a rectangular prism and a cube. Only curved surfaces is the sphere. Both flat and curved are the cylinder and the cone. You can also write the names. If you find it very hard to draw by yourselves, write the names rectangular prism and cube. Here write the sphere and here write cylinder and cone. Use the models. Use three-dimensional shapes and write the number of flat surfaces for each. A rectangular prism has how many flat surfaces? Going back to the rectangular prism, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's like the cube, it has 6 flat surfaces, and you can hold a box in your hand. Please hold any rectangular shaped or a cube shaped box and observe how many faces it has, how many flat surfaces it has. It has 6. A cube also has 6. But a cylinder, it only has 2 flat surfaces, 2 circles. And the sphere, it doesn't have, so 0 flat surfaces. If they ask me how many curved surfaces, I will answer. I will say it has 1. But the sphere has 0 flat surfaces. Write the name of each shape. Here we have everyday objects, and you can see that the ball is the sphere. This hat looks like which shape? Like the cone, good job. And this block look like which shape? The cube. And this can looks like which shape? A cylinder. And this book looks like which shape? Rectangular prism. The last page. Circle the object that matches the clues. Kelly drew objects that have both flat and curved surfaces. So it doesn't have only curved. I cannot choose the sphere. It doesn't have only curved. And I cannot choose the rectangular prism because it doesn't only have flat surfaces. It has both. So I'm going to choose the cylinder because it has a circle flat surface and a curved surface around. And the cone also has a flat and a curved. Circle the shapes. Cone and cylinder. Question 14. Sandy drew some rectangular prisms. Where are the rectangular prisms? The tissue box? It is a rectangular prism. It has rectangular faces. The block? Well, the block looks like a cube, but the cube is a rectangular prism that all the faces are squares, okay? And the cereal box, it is a rectangular prism. How about the drum? Is it a rectangular prism? No. What shape is it? A cylinder. Now here match each shape to the group where it belongs. The three groups that we have, both flat and curved surfaces, only flat surfaces, only curved surface. Okay? So this one, both curved and flat. The cube, only flat. The cylinder, both. The sphere, only curved. This rectangular prism, only flat.